Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class, it's all about representation of linear functions. So without further ado, let's do this topic. Now there are three ways to describe a linear function. The first one, we have the equations. The second one, we have the graphs. And then the third one, we have the table of values. Now in today's video class, we'll be focusing on equations. For the graphs class and then the table of values, I will just make another video for this one class. I will just put the link on the description down below. Feel free to see the video class. Now, by the way, class, this will be our activity later on. So we have given equations or given functions, and then we're going to determine its degree. And then we're going to identify if the given equation is a linear function or not. And then we're going to determine the slope. And then if the given equation, the graph slants upward or the graph slants downward. And then we're going to get the y-intercept and then the value of f sub 1 if the function is linear. So once again, class, do not be worried with this one class because we will be answering this one class step by step. And then I will give you 10 examples, class, for you to really understand this one class. Now, before we answer this one class, is we need to understand more with regards to equations. Now, remember this one class, a linear function has degree of 1. The highest exponent is 1. Once again, class, a linear function, the degree is 1 or the highest exponent is 1. And then a linear function has straight line graph, so no curves. Therefore, class, if you have given graph, example, this is an example, class. If you have given this one, you have a Cartesian plane. Therefore, class, understood that a linear function, the graph, class, there would be a straight line. Example, this one, this will be a linear function. Another example, this one, this is your graph. This will be a linear function. So another example, this one right here, horizontal line. This will be a linear function. So the slope, if you have horizontal line, class, the slope is 0. But once again, class, do not be with this one class. We will have example for this one class later on with regards to equation. Once again, class, just remember this one class, a linear function, the graph, class, is a straight line. So once again, a linear function, a straight line graph, no curves. So example, this one, this will be a linear function because the graph, class, you have a straight line. If you have a straight line, therefore, it will be a linear function. Okay, it will be a linear function. Now, remember this one class, the equation of a linear function is y equals mx plus b, or we can read this one, f of x equals mx plus b. Therefore, we can say y is equal to f of x. Once again, class, y and f of x, they are just the same, class. Once again, class, y and f of x, they are just the same. We read this one class f of x, f of x. So the equation of linear function, that would be y equals mx plus b. So m, that would be the slope, and then b, that would be the y-intercept. So slope, that would be the steepness of a line. So m is the slope, and then b is the y-intercept. Or we can read this one, f of x equals mx plus b. So m is the slope, and then b is the y-intercept. Now, if your slope, class, is positive, okay, once again, class, if your slope is positive, or that would be m, once again, m is the slope, right? Now, if your m is positive, what are those positive number, class? That's correct, greater than 0. If m is greater than 0, those are positive numbers. Example, class, what are those numbers greater than 0? That's correct, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. All positive numbers, those are greater than 0. Now, if your m, class, is greater than 0, you have a positive slope, line rises from left to right. Once again, class, if your m is greater than 0, if your slope is greater than 0, line rises from left to right. We will have example, class, later on with regards to this one. Now, if your slope is negative, you have a negative slope in which your m is less than 0, right? If your slope is less than 0, what are those number, class, less than 0? That's correct. That would be negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 10, and so on. Now, if your slope is negative, line falls from left to right. Once again, we will be explaining this one, class, later on. Now, if you have a 0 slope, that would be horizontal line. Undefined slope, that would be vertical line, and it will not be a function. If it's undefined slope, vertical line, it will not be a function. We will have example for this one, class, later on. So let me just explain this one, class, with regards to equation, and then we graph this one. Let me give you example, class. If I will say, Okay, let me give you example class for you to understand this one. If I will say, once again, the equation that would be y equals mx plus b, right? This is the equation of the slope. Example class, if I will say y equals 3x plus 5. Question class. First question class, is this a linear function? Question class, is this a linear function? Yup, this will be a linear function. Question, why is that, sir? Because the highest degree class of x is just 1. Understood class, if you have a variable, if you didn't see any exponent, understood class, the exponent is 1. Once again class, if you didn't see any exponent for this variable x, understood class, the exponent is 1. Now, if the highest exponent is 1, therefore class, you can call this one linear function. Once again class, you can call this one linear function. Now, what is the value of m? That's correct. The value of m, that would be 3. So m is equal to 3. It will be positive, right? The value of m is positive 3. And the value of y-intercept, what's the value of y-intercept class? That's correct. Y-intercept, that would be b, right? The y-intercept, that would be equal to positive 5. Alright, now question class, what would be your expected graph? Now your expected graph, that would be line rises from left to right. Once again class, positive slope, if your m is positive, line rises from left to right. Let me just draw this one class. If you have this graph, okay, you have this graph. Now, where is left class with regards to this Cartesian plane? That's correct. This is left, right? This is left, and then this is right. Therefore, if your m is positive, you have a positive slope. Therefore, class, your expected answer with regards to the graph, line rises from left to right. This is left, this is right. So therefore, line rises from left to right. Left to right, it will rise. This will be your expected graph, class. Once again, class, this will be your expected graph. Therefore, the slope or expected graph, that will be slants upward. It will slants upward. Question, why is that, sir? Because your m is positive. If you have a positive slope, automatic class, your expected answer with regards to the graph slants upward, line rises from left to right. I hope you understand this one, class. Let me give you another example, class. If I will say, another example, if I will say y equals negative 2x minus 7. Question class, is this a linear function? Question class, first question, is this a linear function? Yup, this will be a linear function. Question, why is that, sir? Because the highest exponent of x is just 1. Automatic, this will be a linear function. Now, what would be the value of m? That's correct. The value of m, that would be negative 2 beside x. Once again, class, beside x, on the left side, this will be the value of m, that would be negative 2. And the value of y-intercept, what's the value of y-intercept, class? That's correct. That would be negative 7. Y-intercept, that would be negative 7. Now, question class, what would be your expected graph with regards to this one? So, your expected graph, there would be line falls from left to right. Okay, so once again, this is left, and then this is right. If you have a negative slope, line falls from left to right. So, therefore, from left to right, line falls. So, that would be left to right, line falls from left to right. So, this will be your expected graph. Now, why is that, sir? Because you have a negative slope. If you have a negative slope, automatic class, it will slants downward. Once again, class, if you have a negative slope, it will slants downward. So, your graph slants downward. I hope you get that one, class. Once again, class, if you have a negative slope, your graph slants downward. This will be your expected answer, class, with regards to the graph. Now, another question, class, if I will say y equals negative 2x. Question, class, y equals negative 2x. Or let's have y equals negative 5x. Y equals negative 5x. Question, class, is this a linear function? Question, class, is this a linear function? Yup, this will be a linear function. Why is that, sir? Because the highest exponent, class, of x is just 1. Once again, class, the highest exponent of x is just 1. Therefore, class, this will be a linear function. Now, what would be the value of m? That's correct. The value of m, that would be negative 5. Now, what would be the value of y-intercept? What's the value class with regards to y-intercept? That's correct. The value of y-intercept, that would be equal to 0. Once again, class, it's not 1 class. If you didn't see any value for b, once again, class, if you didn't see any number after x, example, class, you didn't see any 3, you didn't see any negative number after x, or you didn't see any number after x, automatic, class, if you don't have the value b, automatic, class, it will be 0. Once again, class, automatic, it will be 0. Another example, class. Now, question, class, what would be your expected graph with regards to this one, with regards to this equation? That's correct. This will be your expected graph. Line falls left to right. Once again, class, this will be your expected graph. Line falls left to right because you have a negative slope. Left to right, the line will fall. Another example, class, if I will say y equals, another example, class, if I will say y equals x. Y equals x. Question, class, is this a linear function? Question, class, is this a linear function? Yup, this will be a linear function because the high exponent of x is just 1. Now, what would be the value of your slope, class? What would be the value of your slope? That's correct. Understood, beside x on the left side is 1 right here. Understood that there's 1, right? Once again, class, beside x, understood that there's 1. Therefore, the value of your slope, that would be 1. And then the value of your y-intercept, what's the answer? Because you don't have the value of b. That's correct. The value of y-intercept, that would be equal to 0. So therefore, automatic, your graph, that would be slants upward because you have a positive slope. Expected graph, this will be your expected graph, class. Rises from left to right. Left to right. Now, since you have a positive slope, this is a positive slope, rises from left to right. So this will be your expected graph. Slants upward. Alright, so let's have another example, class, with regards to the equation. What if I say, okay, another example, class. Let me just erase this. You pause the video, class. I'll be erasing this one. I will give you plenty of example, class, for you to really understand this one, class. Another example, class, with regards to equation. Alright, so let's have another example, class. If I will say, another example, class. If I will say y equals negative x squared. Can you call this one a linear function? Nope, this is not a linear function, class, because the exponent of x is 2. Once again, class, for a linear function, the exponent of x is just only 1. The highest degree, it's only 1. Now, since this is 2, therefore, this is not a linear function. Another example, if I will say y equals negative 7x cubed. Can you call this one a linear function? Nope. This is not a linear function, class, because the degree or the exponent is 3. For a linear function, it's only 1. So, therefore, this is not a linear function. Another example, if I will say y equals 1 over x. Question, class, is this a linear function? Because the exponent of x right here, class, is 1, right? Understood that there's 1 right here. Now, question, class, is this a linear function? Nope, this is not a linear function, class, because x is on the denominator. Because if you still remember, class, with regards to the laws of exponent, a raised to the power of negative n, we can simplify this one by 1 over a raised to the power of n, right? If the exponent, class, is negative, to make this one into positive, simply put this one on the denominator, right? Understood that there's 1 right here. Simply get the reciprocal, you flip this one will be the numerator, and then a raised to the power of n will be the denominator. Now, since this is negative, when you put this one on the denominator, the exponent, class, will be positive. So, a raised to the power of negative n is just the same with 1 over a raised to the power of n. This is just the same, class. You simplify this one by this one. So, a raised to the power of negative n is just the same with 1 over a raised to the power of n. You have this one, class, during your grade 8, the laws of exponent. So, therefore, class, we can write this one. Okay, we can write this one. Y equals x raised to the power of negative 1. Because if you simplify this one, class, it's like this. Y is equal to, put this one on the denominator. So this will be x. This is negative 1. It will become positive 1. And then simply copy 1. So 1 over x raised to the power of 1. Therefore, this is just the same, class. So therefore, class, this one right here, y is equal to 1 over x. When you put this one on the numerator, the exponent, class, positive, it will become negative. So this will be y equals x raised to the power of negative 1. Now, x raised to the power class of negative 1, we are not allowed class to have a negative exponent for a linear function. Therefore, class, this is not a linear function. Once again, class, this is not a linear function. Okay, so this one right here is not a linear function. Alright, so another example, class. Alright, so if I will say another example, class. Okay, so once again, class, a while ago, y equals 1 over x is not a linear function. Another example, class, if I will say y equals negative 4. Question, class, is this a linear function? Y equals negative 4? Yup, this is a linear function, class. Once again, class, y equals negative 4 is a linear function. Now, you'll be asking question, why is that, sir? You don't have the value of m. Now, if you didn't see m, class, automatic, class, m is equal to 0. Once again, class, if you have the y-intercept, so y-intercept is negative 4, but you didn't see m, automatic, class, your m is 0. Because you can write this one, once again, class, you can write this one, y equals mx plus b. So you can write this one, y equals, your m is 0, 0, and then x. Once again, class, your y-intercept, that would be negative 4. Once again, class, this is just the same, class. Your y-intercept, class, or the value of b, that would be negative 4. Your m is 0 because if you multiply this one, the value of your m is 0. So 0 times x, once again, class, if you have mx, it means multiplication, right? If the variables are close to each other, it means multiplication. M times x is just the same with mx. So the value of m is 0, and then simply multiply it by x. So therefore, 0 times x, that would be 0, right? You can just simply cancel that out. And that would be equal to y equals negative 4. So therefore, y equals negative 4 is just the same with this one. So therefore, the value of m, once again, class, the value of m is equal to 0. So if you have example like this, class, y equals negative 4, this is a function, class. And we call that one, class, zero slope. And you have horizontal line. Once again, class, this is a function for zero slope. I will be explaining this one, class, later on. Why do we call this one a function? Once again, another example. If I will say y equals positive 3. Question, class, can you call this one? Question, class, can you call this one a linear function? Yup, you can call this one a linear function because you can write this one y equals mx plus b. So y equals, the value of m is 0. Once again, class, if you didn't see m in this given equation, automatic, class, the value of m is 0. And then your x, simply multiply 0 times x, and then b is 3. Positive 3, so 0 times x, that would be 0. Cancel this out. So y equals positive 3. This is just the same, class. So therefore, the value of the slope, that would be 0. Now, question, sir, why do we call this one a function? Y equals negative 4. Okay, let me just explain this one, class. Why do we call this one a function? Y equals negative 4. Y equals negative 4. Of course, our slope is 0, right? Once again, class, 0 slope, horizontal line. So therefore, y equals negative 4. Where is negative 4, class? If this is positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, where is negative 4, class, in this given Cartesian plane? That's correct. This is negative 4, right? Once again, class, this is negative 4, right? Let me just grab this one, horizontal line. Because your slope, class, is 0. Once again, class, your slope is 0, and slope is the steepness of a line. Now, since your slope is 0, automatic, class, you have horizontal line. Once again, class, slope is the steepness of a line. Now, since your slope is 0, therefore, you have horizontal line. You don't have the steepness, class. Slope is 0. So, therefore, you have horizontal line. Now, question, sir. With regards to this horizontal line, why do we call this one a function? Now, with regards to this graph, class, of course, class, if you have these points with this given graph, the ordered pair, class, this one right here, the ordered pair, this point right here, this point right here, this point right here, the ordered pair, we have this one right here, class, this is, okay, let me just write the ordered pair, class, this one right here, x is positive 1, x is positive 1, and then y is negative 4, right? This one right here, class, x is positive 1, y is negative 4. This one right here, x is positive 2, y is negative 4. This one right here, x is positive 3. Once again, class, with regards to this graph, class, the following points, positive 3 and then negative 4. Last one, we have positive 4 and then negative 4. Now, question class, with this given ordered pairs, I know you have this one class. Can you call this one a function? In a function class, one input corresponds to exactly one output. Question class, can you call this one a function? Yup, you can call that one a function. Even class, the y value is repeating. The x value class is not repeating. Once again class, one input corresponds to exactly one output. One input, example class, let me just write this one. This is input, right? Alright, so input x, we have 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then for y, the output, we have negative 4. You can only write one negative 4. Once again, class, for the elements are unique. You are not allowed for repetition. You have negative 4, 4, negative 4. Simply write down 1, negative 4. Alright, so one input corresponds to exactly one output. 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 Therefore, this is a function. Okay, therefore, class, this is a function because the x value is not repeating. So that's why, class, with regards to this one, if you have given example like this, y equals 2, y equals negative 2, y equals 5, y equals 7, y equals negative 8, it will be a function, class. Your slope is 0. Even if you graph that one, class, I'm sure, class, this will be a function. Alright, another example, class. If I will say, let me give you another example, class. Let's have this one, class, undefined slope, vertical line. Alright, so once again, class, let's have another example, class, with regards to undefined slope. If I will say x equals positive 3. Now, question, class, is this a linear function or not a linear function? That's correct. This will not be a linear function. Why is that, sir? Let me just graph this one, class. X equals negative 3. So therefore, class, if you have given example like this, x equals 2, x equals negative 5, x equals negative 7, x equals positive 8, x equals 3 or negative 3, x equals negative 4, automatic, class, this will not be a linear function, class. Once again, class, automatic, this will not be a linear function. Why is that, sir? Let me just explain this one, class. Let's graph this one, class. X equals 3. Once again, class, x equals positive 3. Where is that, class? X equals positive 3. That's correct. This one right here, right? X equals positive 3. The value of x is positive 3. Where is that, class? That's here, right? So therefore, we can draw vertical line. Once again, class, x equals positive 3. This one right here. Once again, class, x equals positive 3 is this one right here. And this will be a vertical line. Now, question, why is not a function? This is not a linear function, class, because if you plot this one with regards to the ordered pair, this one right here, class. Okay, this one right here, class, this is the point. This one right here, class, this is the point. This one right here, class, this is the point. This one right here, class, this is the point. What are the ordered pairs, class? This one right here. This one right here, x is 3 and then y is positive 1. So we have 3 and then positive 1. This one right here, x is positive 3 and then y is positive 2. 3 and then 2. This one right here, x is positive 3 and then y is 3. This one right here, x is positive 3 and then y is 4. Now check this one out, class, with regards to the ordered pairs. Input x, we have 3. Okay, so we have 3. Only write down 1, 3. Once again, class, you're not allowed to have repetition with regards to the elements. Elements are unique. Repetition is not allowed. So you write 3, only 1, 3. And then for y, the outputs, we have 1, 2, 3, and then 4. So therefore, 3 corresponds to 1, 3 corresponds to 2, 3 corresponds to 3, 3 corresponds to 4. One input corresponds to different outputs. One input corresponds to different outputs, therefore not a function. Because a function, one input corresponds to exactly one output. Or the quick and easy way, class, check the input or check the x value. The x value is repeating with different outputs, therefore, class, automatic, it will not be a function. That's why, class, I told you a while ago, if you have given equation like this, x equals 2, x equals negative 5, x equals negative 7, x equals 3, and so on, automatic, class, there would be undefined slope. It will not be a function. Alright, so once again, this, I hope it's clear for you, this one, class, with regards to this one. positive slope, negative slope, zero slope, and defined slope. So let's proceed now to our activity. So let's have our activity. Alright, so let's proceed now answering our activity. So number 1, given function, we have f of x equals 3x. So what would be the degree? That's correct, the degree is 1. The highest exponent class of x, there will be only 1. So therefore, the degree is 1. Now question class, is this a linear function or not? That's correct, this will be a linear function because the highest exponent of x is just 1. So this will be a linear function. Now what will be the slope? That's correct, the slope is 3. So beside x plus this 1 8 here, this will be the slope. So the slope is positive 3. Now if you have a positive slope, therefore the graph slants upward. Once again class, if you have a positive slope, the graph slants upward, rises left to right. So that would be slants upward. Slants upward. And then the y-intercept, if you don't have the y-intercept automatic, it will be 0. So therefore, y-intercept is 0. And then values of f of 1 if the function is linear. So once again, this is a linear function. Therefore, we need to get the value of f of 1. Alright, let's do that. Let's get the value of f of 1. Alright, so once again, class, we read this one f of 1. So this one right here, we read this one f of 1. Okay, we read this one f of 1. F of 1. Now, our given equation, we have f of x equals 3x. Therefore, class, we need to substitute the value of x. That would be 1. Once again, class, simply substitute the value of x. That would be 1. So this will be f of 1 is equals to 3x. So this will be f of 1. So 3 times, once again, class, the value of x, that would be 1. Simply substitute the value of x, that would be 1. So 3 times x value is 1. So 3 times 1, that would be 3. Therefore, f of 1 is equals to 3. Therefore, class, the answer is 3. That's it, class. Simply substitute the value of x, that would be 1. Simply substitute class 1 in this given equation. Okay, the value of x, it will become 1. Alright, so number 2. F of x is equals to negative x minus 7. What would be the degree? The highest exponent class of x. That's correct, that would be 1. So the highest exponent of x, that would be 1. So therefore, the degree is 1. Is this a linear function? Yup. Yes, this is a linear function. The slope, what would be the slope, class? That's correct, that would be negative 1. Once again, class, understood that there's 1 right here. If you have negative x, understood that there's 1 right here, class. Before x, understood that there's 1. So therefore, the slope is negative 1. Now, if the slope is negative, that would be slants downward. So that would be slants downward. Alright, so slants downward. Okay, so slants downward, and then the y-intercept, that would be negative 7. So the y-intercept is negative 7. Now, since this is a function, we need to get f of 1. So therefore, f of 1, and given function right here, so we have f of x equals negative x minus 7. So we can put negative 1x, that's okay. So f of negative 1, or sorry, f of positive 1. So f of 1 equals negative 1, the value of x, that would be 1. Once again, class. Negative 1, copy negative 1, the value of x, that would be positive 1. So negative 1 times positive 1 minus 7. So f of 1 equals negative 1 times 1, that would be negative 1. Negative times positive is negative. 1 times 1 is 1. And then copy negative 7. Once again, I hope you're not confused, class. We have negative 1 right here, right? We can put negative 1, that's okay. Now, the value of x, that would be 1. So, negative 1 times 1, that would be negative 1. Copy minus 7. And then, f of 1 is equal to negative 1 minus 7. Same sign, simply copy the sign, simply add the numbers. Don't make things complicated, class. You think this one negative 7, you think this one negative 1. Same sign, simply copy the sign, simply add the numbers. Another example, if I will say negative 5 minus 10, what would be the answer, class? That's correct, that would be negative 15. Same sign, simply copy the sign, simply add the numbers. So therefore, this will be negative 8. Alright, so let's have example number 3. We have given f of x equals 4. So once again, we can write this one y equals 4, right? So therefore, the degree is 0 because we don't have the value of x. So therefore, the degree is 0. Now question, is this a linear function? Yup, this is a linear function because this is y equals 4. Once again, class, this is a linear function. We explained that one a while ago. that y equals 4, if we write this one into equation, so once again, the linear function equation, we have y equals mx plus b, right? Now y equals 4, we can write this one y equals the slope is 0 and then x plus the value of b, that would be 4, right? This one right here, 4. So y equals 0x plus 4 is just the same with y equals 4. Now question, why is that, sir? Once again, class, this one right here, class, is just the same. Now you'll be asking question, why is that, sir? Because if you multiply 0 and x, what's the answer, class? 0 times x. That's correct, that would be 0, right? You can just simply cancel that out. Once again, class, if the number and the variable are close to each other, it means multiplication. Now when you multiply this one, 0 times x, you can just simply cancel that out. So therefore, y equals 0x plus 4 is just the same with y equals 4. So therefore, class, we can call this one linear function because the slope, class, is 0. Once again, class, the slope is 0. And the graph, class, that will be horizontal. Once again, class, if the slope is 0, the graph, class, it will be horizontal. And we explained that one, class, a while ago, that y equals 4 is a linear function. So once again, class, this will be a linear function and the slope is 0. Once again, class, the slope is 0. And then that would be horizontal. The graph, class, that would be horizontal. We explained this one, class, a while ago. We gave example a while ago. Alright, and then the y-intercept, that would be positive 4. And then f of 1. So we can simply substitute in this given equation. So y equals 0x plus 4. So once again, this is just the same because 0 times x, that would be 4. So f of 1, or we can write this one, f of x equals 0x plus 4. And then f of 1, so f of 1 equals, so 0 times the value of x, that would be 1. 0 times 1 plus 4. So 0 times 1, that would be 0. Once again, class, simply substitute the value of x, that would be 1, f of 1. So 0 times 1, that would be 0. Cancel that out. So that would be equal to 4. Therefore, f of 1, that would be equal to 4. So therefore, this will be 4. Alright, and then let's proceed to example number 4. Alright, so our given, we have f of x equals 2x squared. So what would be the degree? That's correct. The highest exponent of x, that would be 2. Is this a linear function or not? That's correct. This will not be a linear function. So there would be no, because the highest exponent of a linear function, it should be 1. Now since this is 2, therefore this is not a linear function. Now what would be the slope? Now with regards to the slope, class, we can never determine the slope for this one because the slope, class, changes at every point. Once again, class, the slope is not constant with regards to quadratic function because the slope changes at every point. Not the same with this one, class. With regards to example number 1, the slope is constant, that would be positive 3. Not the same with number 2, the slope is constant, that would be negative 1. This one right here. But this one right here, class, quadratic function, the slope is not constant because the slope changes at every point because the graph, class, forms like this. Okay, the graph, class, forms like this. It's not a straight line. So therefore, class, the slope changes at every point. So therefore, class, we cannot determine the slope. So we can just simply write NA. Not applicable, class. We cannot determine the slope. Okay, once again, class, we cannot determine the slope. And then for this one, NA, not applicable because this is parabola. Once again, class, the graph, this will be a parabola. So the graph opens upward. This one right here. It looks like this, class. The graph opens upward. And we call this one, class, parabola. This one right here, class, we call this one parabola. So not applicable. And then y-intercept, automatic. If we don't have the value y-intercept, that will be 0. And then we cannot solve for this one because this is not a linear function. Alright, so example number 5, we have f of x equals 1 over x. So once again, we can write this one y. We simply put x on the top part. So this will be x raised to the power of negative 1. Once again, class, f of x, this one right here. Let me just explain this one, class. F of x equals 1 over x. If we put x on the numerator, we can write this one, f of x equals x raised to the power of negative 1. Now question, class, is this a linear function? Nope, this is not a linear function. So our answer is no. And then the degree, that would be negative 1. Once again, class, the degree, that would be negative 1. This one right here, class. If we put this one on the numerator, the degree, it will become negative 1. So the degree is negative 1. Alright, and then for the slope class, with regards to this given function, the slope class is not applicable because the slope changes at every point. The slope class is not constant. If you have given example like this class, x is on the denominator, therefore class, it will be a rational function. And the slope class is not constant, changes at every point. So therefore, it will not be applicable, not applicable for the slope. And then for the graph, that will be not applicable because this will be hyperbola class. Once again, class, this will be hyperbola. And then for the y-intercept, of course, class, this will be undefined. Once again, class, for the y-intercept, let x equal to 0. Once again, class, for the y-intercept, let x equal to 0. Now, if x is equal to 0, let me just draw this one, class. Let me just have this one, class. F of x equals 1 over x. Now, for the y-intercept, automatic class, y-intercept, let x equal to 0. Now, if x is 0, 1 over 0. Once again, class, if x is 0, 1 over 0, that's undefined, class. You can never answer this one, class. 1 over 0 is undefined. Once again, class, 1 over 0 is undefined. Because in y-intercept, class, automatic, for the y-intercept, let x equal to 0. Now, if x is 0, this is undefined. Therefore, class, our answer right here, y-intercept, that would be undefined. Okay, so this will be undefined. And then we cannot solve this one because this is not a linear function. That's it, class, all set for numbers 1 to 5. So let's proceed now to numbers 6 to 10. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 6. So we have given y equals 4 over 3x. Alright, so the degree is 1 for x. So the highest exponent is 1. So the degree is 1. Is this a linear function? Yup, this is a linear function. Alright, so the slope is 4 over 3. So the slope is 4 over 3. So we have a positive slope. So therefore, there will be slants upward. So slants upward. Alright, and then the y-intercept, we don't have the y-intercept, so that would be equal to 0. Automatic class, if you don't have the y-intercept, that would be 0. So since this is a linear function, we solve for this one. So y equals 4 over 3 x. So the value, that would be f sub 1. So we can write this one f of x. F of x equals 4 over 3x. So f of 1, the value of x, that would be positive 1. Equals 4 over 3 times x value, that would be positive 1. So f sub 1 equals 4 over 3 times 1, that would be 4 over 3. Simply copy 4 over 3. That's the answer, class. Number 7. Y equals 3x plus 5. So the degree of x, or the exponent of x, that would be 1. So the degree or the exponent, that would be positive 1. Is this a linear function? Yup, this is a linear function. The slope is positive 3. So we have positive slope, therefore there would be slants upward. Slants upward. Alright, and then the y-intercept, the value of b, that would be 5. And then simply simplify this one because this is a linear function. If it's a linear function, simplify this one. So f sub 1. So this will be f of x equals 3x plus 5. So f sub 1, the value of x, that would be 1. Simply substitute class, the value of x, that would be 1. So 3 times x value, that would be 1 plus 5. Once again, if you have 3x, it means 3 times x. So the value of x, that would be 1. 3 times 1, that would be 3 plus 5, that would be equal to 8. So this will be 8. Alright, so last example, class, number 8. And then how about you try this one, class? Example number 9 and then number 10. And then you put your answer, class, on the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. Alright, so last example, class, example number 8. So the degree is 1. The highest exponent of x, there will be only 1. Is this a linear function? Yup, this is a linear function. And the slope is negative 1/2. And then since this is negative slope, therefore there would be slants downward. Slants downward. Alright, and then the y-intercept, that would be negative 5. And then, since this is a linear function, we solve for this one. So, f of x is equal to negative 1/2 x minus 5. Alright, so f of x equals negative 1/2 times the value of x, that would be f sub 1, sorry, f sub 1, this one right here. So f sub 1 minus 5. So f sub 1 equals negative 1/2 times 1, that would be negative 1/2 minus 5. Alright, so negative 1/2 minus 5, we can do butterfly method since we have given fraction right here. So negative 1/2 minus 5, understood that there's 1 right here. We can do butterfly method class. Alright, so simply multiply this one and then this one. Alright, so this will be apply butterfly method. So this will be 1 times negative 1. So 1 times negative 1, that would be negative 1. So 1 times negative 1, that would be negative 1. And then 2 times negative 5. So 2 times, simply copy the sign. 2 times negative 5. Or 2 times 5, that would be 10. And then simply copy the sign. Alright, and then this one on the bottom part, 2 times 1, that would be 2. Alright, and then same sign, combine this one, negative 1 minus 10, that would be negative 11. And then copy 2. So that would be negative 11 over 2. So that would be negative 11 over 2. Once again, class, I hope class you're not confused, class. Do the butterfly method. If you have given example like this, very easy, class, for the butterfly method. 1 times negative 1, that would be negative 1. Copy the sign, and then 2 times 5, that would be 10. Multiply on the bottom part, 2 times 1, that would be 2. And then combine negative 1, combine with negative 10, that would be negative 11, simply copy 2. And that would be negative 11 over 2. And then we're all set, class. All set. So once again, class, you try this one, class, number 9 and then number 10, and then you put your answer on the comments section down below. Once again, class, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.